New Always Talking Shit Show.
Yo,
Yerp.
it's your boy Talkin.
It's your boy Akeem Sincere.
It's another episode of the Always Talking Shit Show.
My beverage.
Oh man. So tomorrow, I gotta go to a fucking endoscopy appointment, and I'm fucking worried about it.
So we are gonna talk about it, huh? This guy is hilarious.
No, I told you.
No, you said no.
No, I said actually we're gonna talk about it.
Go ahead,
You
do your
didn't
thing.
hear
Get
that
shit off.
part.
Yeah, get shit off.
So I ain't been under anesthesia since like 5th grade when I broke my fucking arm, and like nigga, I'm like worried about it, and I don't even know why I'm so worried about it. But I don't want to be put under anesthesia, and I can't even like give you the like real reason why.
You can't because you just don't want to, or you just don't really know.
I just don't know.
You scared you're not gonna wake back up?
I don't like not being in control of myself, and that's like huge.
So, what all exactly they're gonna be doing?
Just sticking a camera down my throat to fucking see what the fuck is going on in my stomach. 'Cause I've been having like weird ass stomach problems. I've been fucking like fucked up all day.
You said you've been hurting today too.
Nah, not today.
Oh.
It's been like last time was when I came back from LA. I was like dumbass
Yeah, I remember
sick.
you was telling me that. You probably just got some of that little. You went and got some of that food. Thought you was eating good, man. Got some of that neighborhood, that alley cat.
Nah, it wasn't even that. It was I now know that I'm like all the way lactose intolerant. I can't even fuck with like cheese anymore.
Cheese fuck you up, huh?
Everything lactose related fucks me up. But I don't know. I think what it is I don't like not being in control of what the fuck me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I get it, but I mean, I get that.
It's for the greater good, and I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I don't
like
know
there's
if
no way that I'm gonna talk.
it would
My
apply
stomach
to that.
it feels so fucked up when it's bad. I need to know what the fuck is going on.
Right, yeah, obviously that's nothing to play with.
Right. So it's like there's no way I'm not gonna go. It's just I don't know. I'm nervous as fuck about it. 'Cause like I said, I haven't been under anesthesia since 5th grade, nigga. What are you in 5th grade? Like 10? So 3 years ago.
I mean, did it go well then?
Obviously, I woke up. I'm here.
And you don't think they made an advancements in 23 years?
I'm just older, and I don't know how my body's gonna react towards fucking anesthesia.
I mean, you're not that old to be concerned with that.
Right.
And I mean, they wouldn't be giving you anesthesia if they felt like you were at risk for it. I mean, these doctors are pretty good.
See, I gotta go get an
What they
ultrasound
do.
and an endoscopy tomorrow.
Yeah. They might put something up your butt too.
You're out your fucking mind. I'm not old. They say that's like
Hey,
there's
man.
like no. The doctor said I'm not old enough. They only do that to like older patients.
You gotta go see what you gotta do, man. I'm gonna recommend it.
I ain't that old. They just say they don't do it to younger people.
I think
You
I'm gonna
gotta
go
be,
with
like,
you and
40
recommend it.
plus.
Like, hey, man, doc, think you need to try other options.
All right, and then don't ever be vulnerable, nigga, because I'm gonna have you fucked up. You gonna wake up with your head shaved or something, nigga. You have them stick something in my nigga. You gonna wake up fucked something gonna be bad to you, nigga.
Oh, if I did that, I would never get caught slipping. I mean,
You
gotta,
could never,
I
nigga,
know,
because
yeah, I
I'm
know.
coming for you,
Yeah,
nigga.
I know what it is. I know what time it is after that.
And for that violation, anything could, like, retaliation is almost the sky's the limit under killing you, nigga.
Right,
You feel me?
right. Yeah, that shit. Some niggas wouldn't be mad if you did.
Right.
Hey, fam, he did some foul shit. Man, good luck with that, bro. I think you're gonna be good, man.
I know I'll be alright. It's just
Vibes,
weird.
You know what I'm saying? You be alright, my
It's
nigga.
just-
How you say you nigga? You tough, right? Niggas get cameras under their stomach every day, B.
It's just gonna be weird to be like just sleep like that. Like
Damn, I
I
wish
think that's what's weird to me too. Is like just like nigga to give you this medicine and it's like almost
out.
instantaneous. Just
Somebody could violate the shit out you. There ain't nothing you could do about it.
bro, it's just a lot. And the thought here's what like I'm worried. The thought of like them just sticking a camera.
I already know that's what's true. It's tripping you off, tripping you out. I could tell when you told me the other day. He's like, "Yeah, they gotta stick it all the way down my throat." I'm like, "Well, how else are they gonna look in your stomach?"
It's
bro?
just I don't like.
You want them to go through your
why
belly?
we
You
got
want them to go through your stomach?
I just don't want. I don't want to go there.
There's another way to go, and that's what I'm saying.
Ultrasound. Just hit me with the little thing you do with the babies. You can see all this.
Damn, I need to see more, man.
I don't want nothing. I just don't want them to put something down in me, like pause, like that. That's a big pause.
Yeah. They definitely sticking something in you, though. It's just wild. Some wild shit.
I think, and you know what's crazy is like I almost feel like I'd be more okay with it if I was awake. I don't know why, but I feel like being awake for it makes me feel more comfortable.
Nah, nigga, you don't want.
I mean, it's gonna suck. Like if you were awake, that'd be the worst, right? It'd be pain. Like shit ain't supposed to like.
Nigga, you probably die. Wouldn't you?
I don't know, cause I don't think they put you on.
How would you breathe?
Cause I don't think it's big enough to like completely block your airway. Cause you're not on a. I don't. If I'm on a ventilator, nigga, I'm gonna be even more nervous, bro. Like now you got me like.
Fam, you gonna be asleep. That's what you gonna be.
I just want to wake up.
You gonna be asleep and you gonna wake up like, man, your chest. You gonna feel like you was vomiting all day. You know how they be feeling after you throw up the next night?
I just hope they don't fuck my stomach up where I'm like, I wake up with the problem that I'm over here getting researched because you stuck a fucking camera in me. I already got stomach issues. Like, I'm like, what?
Well, I mean, you don't have to do it. Look it up. Look up and see if it's look up and see if that's an issue. If there's people that have issues after doing this, you could probably find an alternative or something. I don't know, shit. It's your body. You gotta, gotta make sure they own you.
I just gotta do it. Fuck. And it's tomorrow, like.
First thing in the morning.
Right, bro.
It's better than it being like at 1, fam.
Yeah, where you
and
just
you up like
the
nigga.
day,
fuck,
like.
Because from whatever time you get up to 1 is a
You're
dub.
not doing
nigga.
nothing.
You ain't thinking
It's
about
a
nothing.
whole dub, nigga.
That's a terrible ass time, nigga. Like
bad bitch can hit you to give you some pussy.
Don't
You ain't
matter.
None of like I'm
mom.
cool. Like I got some bullshit I gotta do later. My mind ain't on none of that.
Yeah, this shit sucks. Yeah, I would be. Yeah, that sucks, bro. Hate you gotta go through that, my guy.
I guess like the decent part of it.
The shitty part is gonna be something minuscule, like, oh, actually, you got trap gas. We're gonna give you this pill.
Ain't no trap gas. That's the like nigga. Wow. I would be like, you're fucking like lying to me right
But dog, have you ever heard like of people's symptoms that have that shit? They feel like they go to the hospital thinking they have like ulcers and shit like that. Like, and they be like, no, you just got, So it's crazy. And you know what I was gonna tell you? With the recent like changes you've made in your diet and stuff like that, sometimes, bro, these are like the after effects of that. Like, it's not probably, in my opinion, I don't think it's gonna be nothing crazy, but like, your body's like, I don't want to try to sound like a scientist or something like that over here, bro, but your body lets off all different types of gases and different things and shit like that. When you know what I mean, and your body reacts certain ways when you like are ridding yourself of certain impurities and things like that. And I mean, because I know some people even get like skin boils and shit like that. And I was talking to a doctor and he was just like, no, that's actually very healthy. I was like, for real? And he was just like, yeah. He said, because
that's your body expelling shit.
Exactly. That's what your body doing. Caught something in your bloodstream. Like, nah, we don't like that. Pushed it out, nigga, to the nearest pore area. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be, you know what I mean? But that's what they
kill
do.
you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So
I'm just nervous.
It'll be good, bro. You'll be good. Too bad we don't have no roll up.
Yeah, right.
But hey, what can I say, man? So we're gonna stay on you for a minute. Cause when I got in here, nigga, you was wilding, and I observed it.
God.
Like, oh, this nigga's out here living a double life.
Triple, quadruple.
So, man, tell these folks, man, what your current predicament is.
This is gonna become like a thing of like where the fuck I'm at in these fucking RP cities I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in a new city, not because I'm kicked out the old city. Old city's just down there, like releasing a new version 2 of it or something. So I'm found a new city. New city's dope. Like I'm having a good fucking time over here. So I have, for lack of a better word, a wife who's pregnant.
Lack of a better word.
A wife who's pregnant. She's like 3 months pregnant. Some chick today, as I was at the studio, she asked me how to like use one of the TVs inside, and I told her. And she's like, "You look, you fine, you fine." She said, "You fine, something about you fine or something like that." And I hesitated for a second, and I was like, "If I'm so fine, let me get your phone number." Well, we've been kicking it off.
Tell them.
Huh? Tell them. I am telling them.
Look at me. I know what you up to.
So, we ended up kicking it like from like 5 to like now. When we started the pod, and me and her together now. She like she like me a whole hell of a lot. It's like this is on me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my ex fiance, who I was with in the other city, she's still in. So souls is what we call ourselves. Like if you're new soul, same soul. She's the same soul from the other city, so I have to treat her like the same person from the other city. So she's my ex fiance. We broke up. And the others, it's like I never thought I'd see her again. Some of the new like female, she's like, we're talking. She's like, well, you never know. We never know what could happen or whoop de whoop. And she's like, threw it out there. She's like, you over here having a baby and shit. I was supposed to have your first baby. Shit like that, like, like I still want to fuck with you type shit. I'm glad this is virtual. I'm so glad this is virtual, nigga. Man. This I wouldn't even attempt this in real life, bruh.
Y'all niggas is wild, man.
I wouldn't even attempt this in real life, Keem. I wouldn't even like ever try this route. It's dangerous. I'm gonna get caught up. It's only a matter of fucking time.
So, I wonder how many people get smoked over this game.
In real life?
Yeah. This shit sounds dangerous, the shit you doing.
Dog, okay, so you remember the chick I was dating in like the very first city who has a boyfriend she lives with? Well, the other nigga she was with, cause she's she likes to take a shit real life type shit. She wanna
meet up in real life.
So the nigga she was talking to after me, she got caught on his stream talking about how she was gonna fly out, fuck him, leave the dude she's living with. Her dude was watching the other nigga stream while she's saying this. They live in the same house, nigga. Play the game in just 2 different rooms.
That's wild.
So I'm like, I don't know what happened at that. I want to know what happened at their house.
If y'all both into that game in life,
right?
It makes sense. They sleep in 2 different rooms?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, yeah, no, we just
game, but
yeah, I got upstairs.
Yo,
you know
bitch,
you
though.
gotta go downstairs.
What you gonna do if you catch your bitch talking about she gonna fly out to another nigga and let him beat her box up, nigga?
That's cheating.
And you're watching her say it, bro. Like you're watching, like somebody watching our fucking pod right now. It'd be you watching the game and her talking about fucking this nigga in real life, bro.
I don't know, man. If it was my lady,
Yo, yeah, no, it's your
I'd be
girl.
upset.
You live together, nigga. Like, y'all kids know each other, and y'all be together, and Disneyland trips, y'all together, nigga.
Hey, man. Some people in open relationships, dog.
They're not open. That's why the nigga was so
Some
mad.
people, see, that's where you messed up. Some people are in open relationships. They're just one-sided, and they ain't going nowhere. She obviously feels bold enough to put that out. She know he could see it. Hey, what you gonna do? They probably still together. Fam, it's like females.
This whole
Some
shit's
females be
wild, yo.
If you do some shit in front of them and embarrass them to their other friends or to other females, fam, they're not tripping. Sometimes over some certain things, if it's only between y'all. That's why it's always some shock shit that come after a relationship. Oh, girl, you don't even know. He used to whoop, 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 whoop. Dudes do it too. Oh, man, y'all don't even know. That bitch scandalous, man. One time I caught her. Well, wait, what? Why didn't you end it then? Because you didn't. That wasn't enough to make you walk away. And everybody got their own
Limit.
breaking point.
Right.
And it's different with different folks. Like, with this shorty you dealing with, that break nigga, she get out of line one time, man. Bitch, get out of here. Another chick, man, she might have you a little.
That's how it
Spread
is.
a little more
That's how
thin.
it is. That's the fucking
then you-
ex-fiance, nigga.
No, I'm just talking about.
the game.
Life, nigga.
Yeah. I'm not in life right now. I'm talking about
This,
like.
but it applies to this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it go either way, whether it's game or life. It's just
Right,
what
nah,
it is.
because like I said, in the game, her name Brooke, the ex-fiance, she could pull me away from all of it. Like, and it's bad that she has that power, bro, but she literally could pull me away from all of it, nigga.
Hold up. That's where that shit get crazy. You mean in the game she can pull you away from
Yeah,
it?
no, not anything real life. She could pull me away from everything I got going on in game. She could pull me away from every female. Like, she could get me to drop both of the other ones for her. But no, hell no, I wouldn't drop Tori for anybody in these games.
You know what I mean? Like, based on what? If it's a game.
She's just mad cool. Like, she's like one of the coolest people to hang out with in the game.
Okay. That make more sense. Okay, I get what
Yeah,
you're saying.
right. Yeah, it's not like.
'Cause I'm like, nigga, if she, like, is it because she got a cuter character? Like,
No, all of them got cute characters. Every chick in the game, their character's cute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's not it. It's your base. You gotta really know. You gotta really get in tune with a person's personality and voice.
Fam, I bet they working on a VR version of this shit right now.
That shit would be ridiculous.
You put on a suit, you walk in a warehouse, put on a suit, and it's over.
You really fucking these bitches in there.
All to you in there going crazy. Like, look, see, y'all niggas is wild.
I wouldn't go that far though, my nigga.
I mean,
Some of these
you
niggas,
wouldn't.
some of these niggas talk.
You might not.
Some of these motherfuckers talk in real life, have each other's phone numbers, and really be. All right, so there's one chick on here. Her name's Maya in game. I don't know what her real name is.
Money Maya, huh?
I just heard that song, nigga, today.
That's the first time hearing that?
Fire.
Bro, that album was crazy.
Fire. Nigga, I heard it today. Because I wasn't big on Mode 3 like that. I had songs I knew by him. But, nigga, when I heard that outside, I had to go listen to the whole album, bro.
Oh.
Like, I had to. And that
It was
album,
a double disc that they chopped, so it's another one.
No. Okay. Because I have the little deluxe version or whatever. But, nah, that Come Outside is my shit. That ain't some of the most little soulful shit ever, nigga.
Shit's hard, man. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, I know you hear the church up in my voice. That's just how I was raised.
All right, so her name Maya, right? but it was some crazy shit. I guess. Oh my god.
So, you have a wife,
A mistress. And my fucking.
a mistress,
And my ex fiance.
and which one's pregnant? The wife?
The wife.
Well, at least you ain't out here putting out bastards. You know what I'm saying? You got your little married little situation.
For how long?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. One of these heifers gonna try to catch you down, run you down in real life, and smoke your ass.
oh, there you go. Now you're thinking. Thank you for saying that. Okay, so this chick Maya, right? Maya really fell in love with a nigga. They met up in real life, had a relationship, and then she found out this nigga was married.
Poor Maya, man. Hey, bro, like, I feel the older I get, I wish I would have just married one of them heifers I was with when I was younger, man. Cause this shit is
wild.
fucking wild, bro. Nigga might not
Ever get married?
just. This shit is crazy. Like the psychological aspect.
Hey,
I'm
gonna keep it a beam, nigga. If you ever fuck with a bitch, don't ever fuck with a bitch who plays anything called Second Life or fucking 5M GTA RP, nigga. Because in both of them shits, they got whole other boyfriends, whole other lives. They in there fucking in the games.
But I don't be fucking with too many bitches.
Period.
Anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping off that, bro. Like, I mean,
Just off the
I'm
off
not
chance.
knocking. I would not date a girl or interact with a girl that play games and shit.
But nah, I'm just saying if they say they play those games, these games are like specifically, nigga. One game's called Second Life, nigga. There's pimps. There's actually pimps and hoes in there that make IRL money for the shit they do in game, nigga. It's just deep.
What?
Yeah.
No, explain that, bro. You got to explain that.
I've never been on here, okay? I promise you. I'm a dead son. I've heard this from other people.
Like I said,
I gotta tell them. I promise you, I've heard this from other people. So Second Life, right? And their avatars look like Bratz dolls, nigga. Hella overemphasized everything. Ass and whole like.
Okay.
And you can really, like, I've seen screenshots of this shit. You can really get butt ass naked and be fucking in all types of shit.
No, I just got some questions.
Okay.
So, this is all like on the game.
Computer.
Like,
This is
on the game, not
is,
like physical. Like you're not playing the game. You're not meeting up nowhere. Okay.
You might.
All right, at least okay. Go, keep going.
All right.
I'm following you.
So there's like a whole thing of like pimps and hoes in here, like for real. Like they was busting dates and everything, my nigga. And I think what they were doing is like FaceTiming, and that's why they were making money, because they were FaceTiming, doing all the, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on in these shits, bro. Like, shit's wild, nigga.
Dog, what is you doing in these games? That's just crazy because
I've never been on Second Life,
this don't
bro.
fit your life at all.
I've never been on Second Life.
Oh yeah, that's a whole. It's called a Second Life.
Yeah, that's not this shit. This shit ain't all that. There ain't no pimps and hoes. No, Second Life is the shit I'm talking about. This is shit I've never even dabbled in. I've just seen screenshots. Can't believe that shit.
We say they making money, fam.
Nigga, cash apps and shit like
what kind
that.
of money they making?
One chick is like 6 figures.
What do you mean? Like 6 figures?
Like
American figures?
Yeah, like I think $100-something thousand last year or some shit.
Fam, what is this shit called, nigga?
Second Life.
I'm about to fuck around and do a Second Life, nigga. Fuck that. I know it's some nerdy chicks that want to see some Johnson or something, nigga. Bro, y'all gotta look at some other avenues, dog. We gotta. You know what I'm saying? Until we get some sponsorships around this joint, man. We got shit. We got bills. Second Life, fam.
You said pimp. Group characters support working girls to help girls find a pimp, run them pimps, find girls on their stable. Girls work freelance or get a pimp, take over or run you. He can protect you in the terrorists. This is like the description of
Prostitute and pimp club. Hold on, bro. Hold on. There's 473 members. There's open enrollment right now, and Elvira Avedon is the founder.
Elvira Avedon.
Oh shit, then that is Elvira.
The prostitute and pimp club, nigga.
Pimps make some money from your girls. Find new girls to add to your stable. Get them working for you.
And live.
Fam. I mean, am I pimping really?
Like, this is shit you buy, like, for the in-game, like...
I'm confused with this, bro.
Like...
I'm still trying to figure out how they make money. So, like...
Nigga, this is cash you buy their shit, like, $100 for these little bunny slippers. $100 for baby bottles.
How do you become a person that's selling that, is what I'm saying.
That you just create it. People create all that shit. And then they'll let you sell it. You make your own market. This is a marketplace.
Bro, we should make our own marketplace and make it a pod.
The fucking always talking shit show. Fucking
Yeah. A virtual always talking shit show. That'd be hard.
Jewelry Ross's other.
Because I'm selling hella merch on that shit.
Look, shit.
This shit is hella $5,000.
They just don't have nothing that high right now. But
Fam.
It's just wild, right?
That's what rich people doing right now?
Get paid for sex in Second Life. Here you go. Look at this. Did you ever fantasize about being a prostitute for a day, or maybe even tried it already? How did you feel about it? Here's my first experience with that. Is this what our episode gonna be about?
A video, dog.
This is what she looks like in game, bro. Getting my first job escort in Second Life. So this is, dog, here you go. Here's the story. So we're gonna share this with the people. I wrote something 5 years ago. At the time, I was just starting my very first job as an escort girl in Second Life. I'm a sex worker ever since. I'm on my way in one way or another. This article has raised a couple questions about the sex trait in Second Life. In fact, getting answers those original intention becoming an escort girl in 5 years, and many men I lost count later. I actually have answers. So you can start with the original post. Let's see. The principles, the reason, availability, perch, have girl virtual sex, take time and effort, or escorts just an I am away. It's really just that simple. What's the motivation to women? It's not just the money. I found it very exciting and arousing to work as a sex worker. It's a fantasy thing. In fact, when getting paid for sex is a real turn on for me, and many other girls I met say the same thing. Being desired that much that a client pays me regularly to be with me is a huge turn on. The same applies to us Same applies to being used to come. I really enjoy servicing the client that good, even when he comes in real life. It does give me a certain satisfaction when I've achieved to release him. The kick I'm getting out of paid sex is that much. I rarely have regular non-paid sex in real. Damn, you're a hoe in real life. Regular sex almost bores me. I'm excited to be a prostitute. It's not my job. It's my king, my lifestyle. What works best for me is a website. People read about my sexy adventures, get curious about sex with me. Another effective way is ad boards and escort clubs. The club owner has an interest to get people to visit the place. That way you will be seen by many, and most importantly, people who are looking for your services. Some pictures and blah, blah, blah. What adventures does escort girl? I can say a huge part of. Good Lord, my nigga.
So this is just teaching females how to be an escort.
Yeah.
But they locking pimps up.
Yeah.
Well, this shit wild.
What?
Man.
So, okay, so now my shit seems mild, right?
Oh, y'all nuts, nigga.
But my shit's mild compared to that shit. Let's be real. Bitches are really getting paid for sex work on this fucking virtual platform, nigga.
People, you don't know if they females.
Real. Why don't we get a couple and put them on Second Life?
What are you talking about, nigga? I just wrote the name down. That's what I said. Like, see, this is one thing about you niggas that be playing games.
You don't
Never
look at
trying
the
to
right
get
way,
paid off
right?
this shit. Y'all just want to have fun, nigga, imagining shit. Like, nigga, if we don't get paid
Look
off
at
this
this.
shit,
Look at this. Second Life escort
you
girls.
telling me I could be a video game pimp and make money and not go to hell for
Jessica,
it?
sex teacher and
Fuck
escort
outta
girl
here.
in Sex at Life, nigga. Yo. And look, you see how they be built themselves, nigga?
The Mac was one of my favorite movies.
Right,
as a kid.
escort service. You can book me for individual sexy fun. We can meet in a little studio at Caroline's house. What the fuck, my nigga? I'm done. I'm really done, my nigga.
What is Caroline's?
Rates $1,500 and for a half, 2,000 for the full.
Yeah.
And
Initial
these
sex
L,
training,
the L dollars,
initial sex training for newbies, less than 30 days.
the L dollars, that's like their currency. You can cash that out for real money.
Yeah, I know.
Look at this shit. Blood. Wow. Look, Keem, no, look, nigga, you missed the next one, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Fam, so
Oh my god.
for the people that can't see it,
We can't show you this because niggas
Yeah. it's basically
Yo's OnlyFans.
OnlyFans with a video chick, game
You
chick
see this shit?
that look real as hell, I must say.
Look at the background. I've never looked at this shit, but this shit.
They put some time into
They
this,
really
dog.
did, nigga.
Hey, so is this the new wave right here?
It might be, but look at this. Knowing she don't look like this in real
I
life.
knew I should have took computer design, bro.
But do you see this? This is her shit. Like, look, this the other Cynthia.
She wild, man. Cynthia got some cakes too.
This don't make no fucking sense. Look at. Do you see the detail here? Hold on, bro.
Calm down, my guy. You alright?
Nah, I fucking stepped down and stepped on a cord. Look at this.
Bro, I can only imagine the motherfuckers like that's not watching this on a podcast. This is why they're lucky this is a Facebook episode.
You really are, brother. This should have been a fucking one of our OnlyFans After Dark episodes, because this shit's wild, nigga.
Yeah, because you gotta show those images. They don't know what we seeing.
All right, I'm gonna fucking do it. Fuck it. We get a strike. We can get a strike.
Nah, man. Nah.
You know what?
Nah. We're not
We'll
showing
do
that.
this one. 'Cause
That's
there
not
ain't
what
no
we getting the
titties.
strike
There ain't
for.
no titties or nothing on this one. We'll show just to give him like the PG version of
Alright.
it. So we gonna give y'all the little PG version of what we're looking at right now.
This is the game this boy be playing, man.
Don't put that on me. I don't play this, nigga. This is something else. Like, this is some shit that somebody else told me about. Don't you do me like that, nigga.
That's wild.
You foul. All right, here we go. They can see it. All right, y'all. So this is the mild one. Like, mind you, the one that we just saw, like, they got full on like details.
This is just like
shit.
porn.
It really is.
This is just.
All right, yeah. I'm just gonna make sure they can see it. All right, so y'all can see this. All right, so look at this. This is her. This is Marilyn's gallery. So this is the PG version. Like, imagine you know what OnlyFans is. We just saw one bitch was butterball naked. This is Second Life shit. Do you bitch is oiled up. You can see.
Dog, this is crazy, my nigga. I can't believe. I look at niggas that be on these games, nigga, way different now. This what these niggas be in the house doing.
Little short, thick motherfucker.
What the fuck, man? Come on, bro. That's what we gonna get flagged for? This ain't about to get.
No,
Think
she's
about
not
some-
naked. She wasn't naked.
Oh
She's
man, they be
totally-
flagging chicks for less, nigga.
This is, bro. I wish they would flag us for a virtual bitch. Look at this, nigga. Just what the fuck,
Nigga.
bro? This don't make. This is stupid.
This nigga, you call every female a bitch, huh? This nigga Dre calls. This nigga be going hard in the paint,
Shit.
nigga.
Look at
What the? Hey, bro, come on, man. All right, yeah, man, let's go. Let's wrap this shit up, man. Get on to the story. Y'all niggas is wild, man. I know that you don't be on that game, but
Oh shit! I might have just fucking closed our fucking stream because I had to get off that shit fast. No, I didn't. We still up, bro. But like,
they didn't.
you see what I'm now talking? Like, you saw like the extra shit I had to scroll. I tried to scroll past that fast, nigga. That's what's going on in these games, bro. That's exactly. It's OnlyFans in here, bro.
Matt, you know about that?
Oh, this nigga Matt know about that shit.
Matt, you know about these shits, man? I did not know, dog. I didn't know they was out here like that, fam.
Bro.
Like, I look at these little computers like niggas. Oh, this game, man. Yeah, I'm looking at them completely different now. Like,
He's like, we get some money
okay,
off
you
of
out
bitch
here,
shit.
nigga. Are you a pimp, nigga? What you doing? You out here like you taking shit down, or what you doing? You doing something? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Full on, like, they got dicks
That's
and
crazy.
shit in there, bro. Pause, but come on, bro. Like, we saw a full on detailed pussy in there. Molded. Bro, like, when I first found out about the Second Life shit, nigga, that I was really blown the fuck away by that shit, bro. And that's the first time I've seen, like, pictures of, like, what these bitches really in here doing.
That's wild, man.
Good lord.
I am motherfuckers. I mean, we gonna start our show, man, but that's wild, nigga.
It's just mind blowing, right? Nah, we both experienced that together for the first time. Pause, but
We ain't experienced nothing together, nigga. Watch
I
how you
mean,
say that shit.
not like that, but seeing like actual pictures of it. Like I was explaining to you what was explained to me, my nigga. That's my first time
Right,
like,
actually, like,
seeing
looking
it.
up and seeing
Yeah,
it,
like
like-
that. I didn't know that they were on there like advertising like that, nigga. That's like Backpage. That's Backpage, nigga.
They didn't went virtual.
Yeah, that's
Hey, shout out to the women that's getting money without ever, you know,
ever having to do nothing.
without touching these niggas. Like, man.
That one chick says she's in real life with it now, though. She says she gets off on that shit in IRL shit.
Right, well, there's a lot of women that do that. There's a lot of people that get off on that.
That's just
You know what I'm saying?
wild
That ain't
as
nothing
fuck.
new,
But
but-
bruh, like I said, that's my when you see that's my first time like seeing that shit. I didn't know it was detailed like that. You feel me? I didn't know them shits was. It's a whole back page, bro.
Shout out to Bernie, man.
What they do?
Just Bernie, didn't this shit start?
No,
I know all the people that was going to Bernie, man.
they're just going out there. Burning Man's not open. They're just going to the playa.
I was just an unofficial joint.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people going.
Burning Man officially canceled Burning Man like at the beginning of the year.
There's a lot of people going.
Mm-hmm. Nah, but it ain't gonna be like Burning Man. It ain't gonna be huge camps and shit. Ain't nobody doing none of that. They don't got the permits. And them Indians don't fucking play with that land.
It's probably gonna get cracking.
Yeah, I
Well-
mean, I wish I was out there. I'd be out there for sure.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So I ran across a little situation, man. Was watching some Drink Champs. Shout out to Nori. They said some shit, and I remember, like, I heard it. I was like, fam, that ain't gonna go well. Sure, you probably heard it. So Shaheem just got out of prison, man. He's definitely Wu affiliate.
Mm.
Probably would be more considered a part of the Wu if had he not caught that. Went down the way he did. But anyways, make a long story short, Nori and them referred to him and a lot of the Wu affiliates as flunkies when they were talking about how Joe Budden apologized to them after their whole little situation. It was made to like go over as something light. You could tell they wasn't really trying to. That you could tell they didn't intend for it to be a big deal.
Right.
But they ain't like that shit. What's his name? Mikey Fax. That's his name. Yeah, he came out and did an apology because he was a part of that episode, and he was laughing it up and shit like that. So they ain't like that either. Shaheem then basically was like, yeah, nigga, you will give us a public apology and contact us so we can negotiate the damages, nigga, for you putting salt on our name.
Damn.
What would you? That's where I want to start this. Like, bro, I fuck with the Wu. I respect the Wu. I like Shaheem. I mean, to me, obviously they moved. He just got out the thing, nigga. So I mean, he definitely has been around some. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I know that they come from that. But I'm like, man, at what point does it come like, fam, I said something, you didn't like it.
Deal with it.
Yeah, bro, I apologize.
I ain't paying you for that.
Because I didn't disrespect you in the streets, my nigga. I disrespected you on a fucking multi-million-dollar podcast and platform. This is some entertainment shit. So, nigga, you could, I'll publicly apologize to you if I feel the need to. But all this shaking me down like I came and made some money on your block without your blessings or some shit like that. Like, fam, we not doing that. I just don't. I mean, I fuck with the Wu, bro, and I fuck with Shaheem. Like, I didn't agree with the comment when they said it in real time. When I heard it, like, what is he talking about, nigga? I think Shaheem ain't nobody's flunky. That nigga was a whole lit nigga. Like, he got a whole history before he went down. You know what I'm saying? Niggas in too deep. One of the like stars of the movie, low key. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. Nori's a made man in this shit, so I don't expect it to be nothing crazy. But I just thought that was interesting, man. Like, damn, that's crazy. Is cat still moving like that out there? Is cat still like connected in the streets to the where it's like, man, look, this is what it is. Like, I'm gonna shake you down on the internet. Or is that a situation of Shaheem getting out and not really realizing how the internet moves and not realizing that's probably not what you should have said?
I don't think he understands how shit moves.
Right, because you just basically tried to extort this nigga on the internet. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm telling you right now, especially if I'm a millionaire, bro. And I'm not saying it because the money would make me tougher. Money just, nigga, helps me, nigga, get away with the wild shit I would have to do. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And nigga, we all got some niggas that can take a bag. Relax with all that.
Right now.
Relax with all that. Call me, nigga, so we can negotiate it.
Especially during COVID times.
Man,
nigga out there starving right now, ready to eat your noodles, nigga.
You know what I mean? Get out of here. Nah, I'm not feeling that at all. I thought that was a little overboard, but man, we'll see. Close eyes on that. Sticking to a little entertainment round. I know we spoke about the Jake Paul fight, but I seen something that made me relook at him. Not him, but like the situation different. I heard Jake Paul refer to himself as Robin Hood. Right? Being dead ass, Robin Hood was always one of my favorite tales as a kid. So I wonder why he say that. Then I started looking into and information started kind of coming out about how he was set to make, I think, $3 million. He kicked back down $2 million when he realized a 7-time world champion. I forgot the female's name, and I apologize about that. I believe she's a UFC fighter.
Oh yeah, Jake Paul did pay her money.
She was gonna make $40,000. win, lose, or draw. That was her gate, right? That's what she was gonna get.
Get more for a knockout and more.
So she ends up making $500,000, the most she's ever made in her career. She's pretty much damn near a Hall of Famer in her sport. And the $40K was gonna be amongst like some pretty good money for her.
Yeah. Which it shouldn't be. 40K.
I'm not gonna say it was the most
combat sport like that.
40K. He kicks in what he kicked down and what they all got percentage wise. Like Tyrone, like Woodley was scheduled to make $500K. That was just his money coming into the ring to show up and fight. He ended up getting $1 million because he kicked him down another $500K. They both, because they got a percentage of the pay-per-view buys, and they did good numbers. They both made multi-million dollars just all together when they left. You know, Jake Paul obviously made more, but Tyrone Woodley, they said, made 3 to 4 times more in this one night than he had made in his whole career combined. He's probably already a millionaire. Yeah, but now that gave him, like, you know, if he was worth 3 to 4 million, now he probably worth 10, 12, and that give you a lot more wiggle room. You know, you moving a little different from that. You know what I'm saying? So
he still shouldn't have lost that fight, but that's here nor there.
Yeah, but that was, I mean, he didn't lose the fight.
Right? Yeah, he got robbed.
He ain't do nothing wrong. And if they do a rematch, they both gonna make even more money because now Floyd is over there gassing it up. You know what I'm saying? But
Floyd probably gonna have that nigga ready to knock Jake
I digress.
The fuck out.
What I'm saying too, though, is that, like, man, this dude made
Jake can eat, but here's the thing too. We found out Jake Paul can eat a punch.
Can he?
Tyron Woodley ain't a soft puncher, bro. That nigga's
no,
got
the
knocked
punches
out.
he hit him with, though, he didn't sit down on him and he sent the nigga out the ring. Like,
yeah,
I'm just saying, bro. Like, if that ring, if the ropes wasn't there,
he was in the front row.
This nigga was on his neck.
He's in the front row.
Like, he was all the way off balance, like, nigga, and it was just off of just an overhead, a televised overhead, slow. Just let me hit you. I'm close enough to hit you. I'm gonna hit you, and it sent him that way. So that's all I'm saying, bro. He has not faced a person that's
trained
a professional puncher,
right?
Since Tyron Woodley, and to me, he didn't. Tyron Woodley ain't test his body. He ain't do some of the things, and that's because that's not his.
Yeah, because in the MMA fight, in 10 seconds.
That's not his skill set.
That nigga would either be getting choked out or knocked out in 10 seconds.
He would have put, because in that MMA, he picking and popping. He going to catch you with that right and then throw you to the ground and submit you or choke the shit out of you or ground and pound you.
Or just hit you with a flying knee in the
first 10
seconds you never seen coming.
So it's just different. You know, it's a different discipline. And so because of that, he didn't really look, think about in the fight when the boy was dead tired. Even the commentators was like, yo, Logan, this nigga, or Jake Paul has no energy. Like, his hands is down, his mouth is open. You know, I'm sure his trainer was probably telling him to let those hands go. That's when he should have pounced on him. He probably would have knocked him out. And that's without sitting down on any of the good punches. The cleaner punches was landed by Woodley.
Yeah, he didn't have that killer instinct you're supposed to have as a UFC fighter. UFC, you're trained to, if he's folding.
No, but the thing is, he didn't know what to do, though. And if you watch it again, because I watched it a couple times, he would get him to that point and then kind of be like,
I want to grab this thing and choke him out.
And then by that time, he didn't kind of calm down, and now he jabbing just for safety. Yeah. And now you didn't kind of walked into a jab, or you just kind of now y'all back dancing. Where it's like, Jake Paul was running from this dude. Because those punches hurt. Yeah. He had never been punched by nobody like of Woodley's stature.
Well, he never even really got punched before. Most of his fights, the nigga was whooping niggas' ass.
And going the distance to him. 8 rounds. Was it 2 minutes?
3-minute rounds.
3-minute rounds? But 8 3-minute rounds, I mean, that's a nice distance,
20,
bro.
28 minutes.
That's a long fight. Especially for for cats that's not real pros that didn't go through amateur, Golden Gloves and amateurs and all, but not as a boxer. He hasn't, and he was tired towards the end of the fight, and he said that he's in great shape, so where he was able to recover. If the fight would have went 12 rounds, he would have knocked the thing out.
Yeah, because
he would have got a knockout because he was going to get a second win. I don't think Jake had a second wind in him.
He doesn't know what that is yet.
And if you look at his body, that's not a boxer's body. That's not a combat sport body. He has a lot of work to do to get to the point where he can take
shed like 30 pounds.
Dog, but then he has to shed and like replace it and
with muscle,
and shred it. You know what I mean? Like he can't. He's flabby out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Flabby with a little muscle.
No pecs, no like he's not really.
He got dad bod with like muscly arms, nigga.
Now this is the thing though. They say knockout power. You either have it or you don't.
Right, and he don't.
You can develop it. That's not true. He does. We've seen him knock people out before.
We saw him knock out soft ass Nate Robinson.
No. See, but you saying that, but the average nigga walking the street will get their ass smoked by Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson is still a supreme athlete, and that's pretty much 9 times out of 10 nigga, what you need in a street fight. The person that's in better condition, stronger, and more like agile is going to win. I don't give a fuck if you got hands or not. If this person's not scared of you, and he's an athlete, and you just a nigga out there with a dad bod that think you got a couple hands because you done fought before a lot in high school or something, that athlete kid that ain't never got into a fight before, but if he ain't scared of you and is willing to like go, he probably gonna whoop your ass because you out of shape.
Yeah, unless you knock him out quick.
And that's just if he ain't scared of you.
That first punch off.
And if he's not scared of you, then why would that happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's another thing too. Can you? Because you know if he's in shape and you not in shape, he been to H and shit and been on your head.
That's probably one of the worst feelings when you hit nigga with your most and just watch him just eat your shit.
Yeah, bro. So I don't know, fam. Like, I don't think Nate Robinson wasn't putting his hands up. Like, he didn't know how to defend himself. He thought, okay, I'm an athlete. This is a white boy. So he was on that type of shit. Like, I'm going to beat this white boy up. I'm from the hood. I grew up with all that shit. And Nate was a hell of a football player in college. All that. He's a specimen physically. And he's gifted, man. He really is.
He must be to be 5-something and dunking.
So everybody knows that, right? So he's thinking that I'm going to just jump in and jump out. And what Jake did, because he had been training, and that wasn't his first fight. Again, that was Nate's first fight. That wasn't his first fight. He got all those jitters and shit like that out the way.
Right.
It's like the first time you rocked the mic on stage, you probably did all right, right? You probably killed it. Probably felt good about yourself, right? Probably represented yourself well. But you definitely probably went to sleep like, next time I get that mic, I am about, because I already know what to expect now. I got those cobwebs out the way. I got those jitters out. Like, oh, I'm going to be more swaggy next time. I'm going to be a little bit more comfortable with my shit next time. I'm going to perform my shit next time. Instead of just reciting my shit, nigga, and getting it, trying to make it through. I'm going to start performing. I can't wait till the next time I get on the mic or on stage. It's the same way. A nigga play his first basketball game, you might do all right. You might represent yourself well. Oh, but you go back to that locker room like that shit wasn't as hard as I thought. Right. Oh, nigga, I could have went for 28. You start counting shit that you didn't take and shit that you just missed on nerves and like maybe not asserting yourself right. And you're like, man, you know what? Actually, these niggas can't guard me. You know what I'm saying? This nigga Giannis had like 3 games where he went for like 30 and 10. And his agents and then sat him down and was like, hey, man, I think everything's working out. You're getting used to America. Your family's over here. You're getting more confident and comfortable. The team's really proud of you, man. They're really excited. You know what that nigga looked at his agent and said? I know, man. I think I could do this every night. Because he wasn't a prospect, right? He wasn't a kid that was held and, oh, you're going to be great. It was some people that seen him and was like, oh, let's give him an opportunity, man. I think he could be something. Right? And he just kept working and working and blossoming and working and working. And he was so young, he had time to catch up to an extent. Right? He had time today. He ain't from here. So until they got his family here, he was just at the gym or at the house. They said this nigga used to sleep at the stadium. Because it was like, why go home? Niggas sad as fuck over there. I don't know nobody. Don't understand none of the TV. Right. He had to learn it. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of shit's going on. You put all that in perspective, dog, and nobody seen that coming. You know what I mean? NBA champion. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
MVP, NBA champion, defensive player of the year, fucking hella accolades.
Solidified all of them when he won a championship, whether you like him or not. You can say all those other shits was fugazi until he won the chip.
And now he has a fucking chip.
And now them shits was real.
Yep. All that shit.
Now he's one of the greatest players to play basketball.
Yep.
And just last summer, the summer before, niggas was like, bro, you can't win a championship with him.
Because the only thing he's missing is the All-Star MVP. He has every big.
Does he not have one though?
He might. I might.
I felt like I've seen him get one before.
So if he has that,
he's got
everything. Because he's got Finals MVP. You got fucking a regular MVP. Same year, right? He did that both this year. Or was Luka MVP? Who was MVP this year?
No, it was old boy from Denver. Big boy from Denver.
Oh, Jokic. You're right. It was.
Jokic,
okay.
Yeah.
But he won it the year before or something.
Mm-hmm.
Finals
but the year before, he won Defensive Player of the Year and
MVP. So you got Defensive Player of the Year,
the
MVP,
shit that they robbed LeBron over.
Finals MVP. You got an NBA champion now, All-Star MVP, All NBA first team, All Defensive first team. Like, there's no other shit to win at this point.
No, there's nothing. There's no award that he could win in the NBA that he has not already won. And that's crazy.
That matters because you don't want the six-man award. That means you're.
Huh?
If you're on your way out.
I was about to say, because think about this. What would be crazy is, like, let's say LeBron plays another 5 more years instead of like 2 to 3, like everybody's expecting him to, right? And let's say he ended up going out like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll just be the 6th man and win a championship and be the 6th man of the year. That looks hella good on your resume, like you said, going out. You know what I mean? That's kind of crazy going out, but you're right. I mean, and
I'm just talking about it now.
No, I'm saying, I get what you're saying. I'm just piggybacking off that because you're right. In 3 years from now, if Giannis got the 6th man, we kind of look at it strange.
Yeah,
like you fell off, man.
Bro, right?
Like you fell off a little bit. You the 6th man now, B. You was Finals MVP 3 years ago,
right?
But if it's 10 years from now,
yeah,
13 years from now, you know, damn, this nigga he's still relevant and shit.
Still got a fucking award this
year. So technically, this nigga's he's the 6th best player off the bench. Like, come on, man. Come on. And, you know, when you're the 6th man of the year, that usually means you can start for some teams in the league.
You can start for a lot of teams.
You know what I'm saying?
But at least the top,
there's a good
bottom,
percentage.
Like 15 teams.
Right. At least. If not more.
All right.
If not more.
Damn, how did Jokic get the MVP?
Everybody got hurt.
Makes sense.
Everybody got hurt.
Because it's just the big man winning that.
And they took it from Steph Curry because they was like, oh, his team's not that good.
But it's
like
still that good. It's the most valuable player.
It killed me, bro, because, like, shout out to Russ, but they gave Russ one when his team was like a first-round exit nigga and barely made it to the playoffs. Right. And I'm like, if you're going to call the playing game a playing game, I mean, that's technically the postseason.
Yep.
So he got his team to the postseason. You know what I mean? I'd have gave that shit to Steph. Because Steph was killing, boy.
When's Clay supposed to? Didn't Clay just gone again? He got hurt again, didn't he?
Nah, Clay straight. He don't schedule to come back. They're not gonna start the season with him. They'll let him ease his way into the field of play. I was watching some news earlier, man, and I didn't realize because I was just out there in Florida, man. Had a great time. Shout out to the city of Tampa, man, and St. Pete and all them people out there in the islands. Look, but at the end of the day, y'all bugging.
What happened? What I miss?
Oh, you don't know? Okay, so like, nigga, Florida never acknowledged the pandemic.
Oh,
so so when I say that, fam, their governor lied and made up authority. Like, niggas didn't know that he couldn't do this. Like I'm banning all mask mandates. Meaning, like, your principal and shit at the school is like, yeah, every student needs to wear a mask unless they're, eating food, right? He's like, yeah, nah, you can't do that. When we were in Florida, one of the things I noticed, I'm like, damn, bro, nobody here is wearing a mask. Like, niggas was looking at us kind of like, oh, shit, what's up? Like, because we had masks on. And I remember finally somebody looked at my ID once and was like, oh, y'all not from here. And I was like, yeah, fam, like, everywhere else in the country, man, there's this thing going on called coronavirus. And he started laughing. He was like, yeah, man, I mean, what you going to do? He's like, what you going to do? He's like, man, he pulled his little mask. He's like, I got a mask, but, man, you damn near be having more problems wearing it over here than not wearing it.
Yeah, y'all niggas is idiots.
So I'm like, man, went to a couple of events, man.
And you got hold on. Let's talk about this too. You want to talk let's talk about the Nevada people are right now. So you got teachers resigning and shit right now because
Hold on, let me finish the Florida then, because that correlates. So on top of that, when I'm leaving, right, touchdown back here, just comes across. Like I ain't looking in the Florida news, but shit pops up. Whole hospital staff, a whole staff of hospital,
COVID
walks out.
Oh shit.
Y'all deal with it. You got a governor that's not allowing people to say, hey, don't come in my restaurant if you're not trying to wear a mask.
Yep.
We're all vaccinated, or maybe we're not vaccinated, but we don't want to be in it, They're not, they're anti, 6 feet apart.
Mm-hmm.
They're not, he wasn't allowing how in New York, restaurants were allowed to, take shit out and, even though you don't own this block and own this shit, they was letting you put tables outside of your restaurant to serve people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn near all the restaurants at one point in time was feeding people outside.
Yep.
Well, that means the city is allowing you to use that parking lot that they own and shit like that. And maybe that's a hazard normally that's finable, but they're okaying it. Right. He's not doing that in Florida. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like two things are at play. The psychological aspect of it, well, it must not be that bad. I think our governor and shit. And people in local news ain't sitting there being like, we're the only state that, nigga, they're championing it. Nigga, they got commercials and pens and signs up, nigga. Our governor stood for us. Right? But, nigga, kids are dropping right now in Florida. All kinds. And so, nigga, the thing is, the people at the hospital got so overwhelmed that they was just like, bro, we got families. Because now you put in these hospital people in workers and stuff like that
in harm's way.
In situations to where they got to decide you or them. Like, wait, I got a wife and kid. Do I want to take a chance of bringing this shit home? Because this motherfucker's political ideology is keeping him from taking a vaccine or wearing a mask. But now he's in front of me hacking his life away, about to die. And it's my duty to try to save him.
Fuck him.
And the governor is withholding funds, so we're running out. They said, niggas, doctors out there, nigga, wrapping themselves up in trash bags, nigga. In America. That's why a whole staff at a hospital walked out in protest, like, y'all help us, nigga, or we ain't here for that. Like, we have the right to quit. This ain't the military, nigga. We could quit.
Yep.
I don't have to serve. I don't have to help nobody that come in here. And yeah, so take it to Nevada, because you said you wanted to add something to that, but I just didn't want to get caught.
My fucking thing is, you got teachers over here getting mad that Nevada wants to force teachers to get vaccinated. My thing is, like, who all of you motherfuckers who are resigning and against it, like, do you know how stupid you fucking sound? You're the same, resigned on the spot when they had the town hall meeting about it or whatever. So I'm like, you're probably the same idiots who are you taking airborne and shit in class so you don't catch the cold from your students and shit. But now, because you're being forced to be healthy and safe, just like every one of these kids is forced to get vaccinated before they can go to your school.
Fam.
So
we're not going to talk about all these parents I know that's talking about this vaccine shit, but feed their kids McDonald's.
Right.
You don't know what's in that fucking hamburger, right? Are the people that I know that have their kids vaccinated. Mm-hmm. Like, your kid's been vaccinated, so you saying you won't take a vaccination? Now, look, I am not pro-vax in terms of like, oh, go get vaccinated. Everybody should go get vaccinated. If you don't want to get vaccinated,
that's your problem.
This is a free country. You shouldn't get vaccinated. But
fucking mask.
But every reaction causes a reaction, right? Every decision yields consequences. If you decide, because spiritually, politically, ethically, you don't want to get a vaccination, Don't get mad that your ass can't go to the fucking Lakers game and sit amongst all the vaccinated
Don't
people.
Be mad you can't take
Nigga,
your
it's just-
vacation in South
Yeah,
America.
bro, don't get mad that you can't get on the plane.
Don't be mad you can't
Don't
go to
get
New
mad
York.
because guess what? If it turns out that they put something in that vaccination that's going to kill us all or do some fucked up shit to us, we took that risk, the vaccinated people, right? So, nigga, I can get on a plane. I go sit over there and order some nachos. Your ass can't come because you didn't take the goddamn risk, nigga. You didn't want to take the risk, and I understand that. I respect it. But why do you think that because you made one decision that's drastic and I made another decision that's drastic, we should yield the same dividends and they're on a different spectrum?
Yeah.
Like you're on one side of the spectrum that way, going 100 miles an hour. I went 100 miles an hour this way. What makes you think we gonna meet heads up?
Yeah, you'll never.
We're
know.
not. So it's not that big of a deal, but people want their cake and eat it too. Motherfuckers don't want to take the risk of getting that damn vaccine.
Want all the reward of not.
But then want to just move along like everything is fine. Like, no, there's a chance, scientifically proven, that you can be a fucking ticking time bomb
Asymptomatic.
of an epidemic that, and you could be killing every young and vulnerable person or sickly person around you. So now you can't get on this goddamn train
Plane.
with American citizens. ARP train, plane. Nigga, in New York, bro, like, they about to shut all that shit down, son. You're not going nowhere without that little thing that say, hey, I'm vaxxed.
Yeah.
Now, people can compare it to the movies and shit like that all they want to, but you don't think Las Vegas is far off and saying, hey, yo.
Show me your
You can't come in here and shoot these dice, bro. I need to see that little paper. If we had common sense leadership, it would be that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of deaths that's going on right here in our state right now simply because we got greedy politicians that want niggas from other places to come here and do what? Gamble, right? Monetize the city. Now, on flip side to that, Europe is saying no Americans can come here because y'all shit is foul.
Yep.
Dirty fucking Europe is telling us, nigga.
We're foul.
America never had no dark ages, bro. We can't come.
Yep. Everybody else can go to the party.
And that's cool because that makes sense because we're over here being stupid as hell.
Yep.
Now, why can't Nevada and other states be like, yep, if you live in Florida, hold that, right? Why wouldn't our state's going to end up doing that?
Biden needs to do
Dog,
it.
I had a beautiful time in Florida.
Biden
Shout
needs
out to the people in the
Biden
state of
needs to
Florida.
Shut down all air traffic in and out.
Dog, fam, what's going to happen?
To Florida, the state.
I just heard from a very, very prominent source that this school shit is a dub, 2-3 weeks tops, month top.
Yeah.
Dub. Niggas is right back to the house, right back in front of that computer. The fucked up thing is, all these people that jumped and got jobs finally, guess what you about to be? Right back on unemployment possibly. Right back waiting for a stimulus check because the economy's not going to be able to sustain when the numbers are jumping back up to where they were. If the numbers get to where they were when they shut down the government, we'd be a damn fool to let them make us keep working. Leaving the house. Doing things of that nature. Why do you think that nigga? And see, the thing is, people are smarter this time around. So now they can't find no goddamn toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find bottled water. It's stores telling you like, yo, you can only get 2 cases. Why are they saying that? I thought we was open. I thought we was no, because they already see the trend. Like, we're about to shut all this shit down again. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this is about to be a dub again.
Part 2, dub.
And so that's what happens, in my opinion, man, when you politicize things that have no business being politicized whatsoever. Like a fucking vaccine. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Two drastic approaches. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're over here. You know, I got family out that way, man, and it's love and good vibrations only over there. I'm not belittling or. That's why I didn't even want to jump on nobody. Oh, they stupid over there, because they can call us.
It's
stupid.
not them though.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Government your restaurant has to abide by that, or they could shut you down.
And fam, this is the thing though. I was just telling people, I'm like, fam, imagine if all the elected officials, for the most part,
Right.
the news media, everybody's in on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not this. I was talking to a couple people, especially a couple chicks in the strip club, and they was just like, y'all serious about y'all little mask? I was like, man, y'all not?
Y'all, you're right.
Like, you know what's going on out here? Like, motherfucker, woo, woo, woo. But the thing is, people, especially the bigger the city, people aren't politically astute like that all the time. People don't, a lot of motherfuckers don't watch the news, fam. They done turn these cats off from shit like that. Pause. Like, they don't watch the news. They don't really keep up with what's going on currently in their city. They ain't paying attention to the rate in which how many people, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not looking at how many people died in their state or city today. That shit is starting to make headways now. They're just now starting to see now that a lot of the constituents and people are like, yo, our governor's bugging. Because they're seeing the national news. They're seeing how everybody else is like on 10 damn near. And they just, dog, it's crazy.
Right.
But I had a great time. I needed it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I was like, man, I'm glad, you know.
Glad you vaxxed.
Right. Because it's like, bro, they out there. Like, they outside, fam. And it's an influx of tourism there because you got motherfucking college students from all over the country just Airbnb and kicking it in Florida because nigga they can. Because everywhere else is shut down. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy out there for spring break. Because everywhere else was shut down. So.
Yeah, everybody probably went to Florida because they knew that shit was open.
That's exactly what they did. That's what they did, man.
Everybody was in the building.
It was crazy. It was crazy. We skipped over it. We had got sidetracked. But Jake Paul put it up to $2 million. That's admirable, right?
Put $2 million up for what?
Because remember I was saying, he was going to make $3 million.
Oh, yeah.
Just to show up. Tyrone Woodley was getting $500,000 to show up.
Mm-hmm.
He kicked him down $500,000 so he can get $1 million. And then he put up $2 million so that all the other fighters could get their biggest paydays ever. So even everybody on the undercard got at least $500K.
Right.
And he was just like, "Nigga, that's how it should be." Showtime's making hella money. They just gave me a multi-million-dollar deal for 3 fights. I'm gonna make about $10-12 million before the night's over. Like, let me shoot 2 down to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What's the difference between 12 and 14? Nigga, fuck it. Right? Like, boom, here. Especially for one night of work.
Right.
Like, he knows he's robbing the bank.
It for a nigga like me.
And I just think that
he's gonna come to you like, hey,
right? No,
you can get 12 million, you can get 14 million. I give you 12, and you can put your people on.
Right.
Nigga, put 12. Nigga, what the fuck?
And the thing is, that's more commendable is that there wasn't really his people.
Right.
Him and Tyrone Woodley met each other, talking shit to each other.
Yeah. And
not fucking with each other. They ain't friends. Now they probably gonna be friends when it's all said and done because you can't make money like that together and hate each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be straight. Like, what's up, boy? What you do with your money? Like, you know. But yeah, like I just thought that was kind of interesting because a lot of people want to hate the kid, and I'm just like, bro, I don't hate anybody that is self-made. Them kids, those two, him and his brother, are self-made, and whatever they get out of that bag, they deserve it. Cause I know I hear people bring up the wealth of their parents and their family. I get it. That's cool. That might have taught them how to get money.
But I didn't teach them how to.
But it didn't like get the money for them.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
How to go get different bags.
I mean, if you go study them, these motherfuckers was ahead of the curve doing this shit early. You know what I'm saying? When niggas thought they were fools and corny.
I just think they're corny. I don't think that they're business savvy stupid. Niggas are very business. They're very smart.
If we're being fair, 2 suburban white boys from the suburban Midwest are supposed to be
corny.
Kind of corny.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think it's cool that more so the older brother, he's more comfortable. I ain't gonna say he's more comfortable in his skin. He's probably just more like.
He's dealt with a lot more bullshit, so he knows how to deal with it all now.
Right.
He knows how to deal with people trying to cancel him.
Right.
And
all that
shit.
Yeah.
He's been there.
And he's made a lot of money.
Right.
Because I think they said before this fight, they were like $80 million between the both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think Logan's got like 60
YouTube.
and Jake's got 20.
Off YouTube, bro. Off YouTube and social media and all things that you can enter yourself into for free. What Logan did that was smart is when he came from Ohio State, wasn't a huge star there, but that's a D1 social media account.
Yep.
Major university. He took that and ran with it. Bro. One of them little motherfuckers, I think it was Jake, was on the Disney thing.
On Disney Channel, yeah.
Hey, do what you got to do, bro.
Right.
Sky's the limit, and I just think it's kind of nuts to see a lot of people just instantly, I hate him, I hate this dude. It's like sometimes you be asking, like, what the fuck, why do y'all hate him so much? All y'all had the opportunity, saying 24 hours in a day, man, to do the same thing. Everybody got an imagination. A lot of people, even if they could get in the ring and fight Floyd, they tell you they would.
I wouldn't.
They're not fighting Floyd. They're not fighting Tyrone Woodley with no headgear in a real fight where he can knock your head in your socks, nigga. Like, nah, a lot of people ain't doing that.
Gross, nigga.
A lot of people ain't doing that, man.
I'm not fighting a professionally trained fighter for just cause. I'm not.
But when
trained
all
like
the
that,
work is
you know
done,
what I'm saying?
and all the risks are done to being taken, you know what people say?
What?
Man, that shit is nothing, man. I'll do that shit. Nigga, how much they getting? Man, that's a piece of shit, man. They got paid that much money for that. For what? Same people that was talking it up. Oh, I can't wait for this fight. He gonna kick that white boy. Oh, I can't wait for this fight, man. That nigga's too old, man. Watch that Paul kid gonna whoop his ass. There was putting money in the collection plate for the fight the whole time and didn't realize it. That's what's crazy to me about this media shit, man, and like this entertainment space that we are in now, and the fact that like the internet plus social media plus the need for entertainment has put us in a unique diagram to where like anything can happen literally. Dog, what's his name? Butterbean? This is like kind of something like that. This is like a unlikely figure. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Fam, you can't do it in basketball.
No,
you can't do it in football.
You can kind of do it in baseball.
No, you can't. Well, I feel
you
what
can
you're
be
saying.
a slugger in baseball.
If you end up being a guy that just, man, he came to the tryout, this nigga throwing damn near 130 miles an hour. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The one dude, the Texas, Roger Clemens, he was fucking just dab bob fat.
But I'm not talking about the body, so I'm talking about the fact that
he had an arm on him.
Well, what I'm saying, listen what I'm saying. You're not going to be a kid from social media and go in and throw no hitters for the Yankees or get a shot at the. There's no way to challenge LeBron James, nigga, if you're not in the NBA.
Yeah, you can't call.
You know what I'm saying?
James
Like, who can? Nobody. You're not going to make millions of dollars playing LeBron one on one. So right now, if Logan Paul was like, I could beat LeBron, I'll do this, I'll dunk on him. I mean, he might get his kid followers to like stream that game or something, but he ain't getting the 20 mil that he got to fight Floyd. Like it's in. Look, man, you can go challenge Serena Williams all you want. Your diehard fans might pay a couple dollars to watch you lose to her. I'm not. Right. Oh, but if you're able to get Conor McGregor in that octagon, everybody like a fucking train wreck, bro. I mean, we might not like it, but you're gonna watch that shit like, ooh,
the fuck out of it.
The fuck just happened? You're gonna at least watch just to see how he takes that first leg kick from an MMA star. I don't want to see Floyd fight MMA. Right. But if you told me Floyd was going into the octagon, I got to see how he responded to a takedown attempt or a nigga kicking him in his shin. Like, his legs look skinny as shit when he be boxing.
Yeah.
But so is Conor McGregor's. You know what I mean? So, we don't know. Shit's wild, B. It's wild, man.
I'm just ready for him to fight a boxer, man.
It should be motivating to everyone, fam. Especially niggas with a platform. I'm about to just start popping my shit. I'm about to start getting at everybody, nigga. Like, shit. What's popping, nigga?
Who wanna box?
Y'all, nigga, who wanna have a versus, nigga? Vlad versus me and my, what's up, man?
Huh.
You trying to have a versus with the ATS, nigga? What's up? What's popping? Everybody, I'm getting everybody can get it, nigga. You never know what's gonna happen. I don't know how it'll work. Don't matter. Because if you get people streaming and like, oh, let's see what this shit is. Let's see what this shit show is.
Or maybe it'd just be opinion against opinion. Show for show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Or just be a jointed live podcast. I mean, we popping our shit, he popping his shit. You know? I had a marketing teacher, or professor, I should say, tell me once when I was younger, he's like, you know, you're going to see some crazy things by the time you fully reach adulthood, man. You're going to be, he's like, he was excited about it. He's like, you're lucky. You're going to get to see the cross promotion, the cross promotion. And so, you know, you hear that term all the time. Like, what are you talking about? He said, you're going to see it come to fruition. He said it. This was years ago. He was like, man, one day you might just see a Burger King commercial with Chevron. And we thought that, we all started laughing. Like, what? That don't make sense. You know, instead of them having just that grape drink in the barbecue commercial or something like that, nigga, like, nigga, they gonna have a nice Coke in the commercial. Yeah. And just team up with Coke. Let me give you a little percentage on this. We'll do this together. You see cross promotion all the time. Now it's like completely normal for one brand to do something with another brand. Mm-hmm. But shit, just 15 years ago, that actually was unheard of. On certain levels. You know what I mean? You didn't see Pepsi link up with like Burger King or 7-Eleven link up with Pizza Hut or some shit like that, or Taco Bell link up with. You're seeing these things happen now. You know what I mean? Like, you see a commercial where like you might see a McDonald's cup in the commercial. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? A nigga drinking a Starbucks in the commercial, he's just drinking a Starbucks. Yeah. They might not say nothing about Starbucks, but he's drinking a Starbucks.
Right, he got a full-ass Starbucks.
Full-ass Starbucks cup in his hand. Instead of it just being a coffee that looks like a Starbucks cup. Mm-hmm. The characters now, nigga, really go to the fridge and grab a Coors Light out that motherfucker instead of that TV beer. Remember the TV beer?
TV. Now it's,
we was kids. Shit, no, that nigga drinking Budweiser, huh? Yep. Oh, that nigga drinking a Stella Artois.
The Simpsons drinking Duff would have been drinking
real
beer.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It just makes sense now.
Right.
Or the Simpsons might have a episode where one of the Warner Brother characters niggas in it.
Right.
You can do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, but that's not how the game was being, you know, portrayed then. But now it's all about connecting and let me borrow some of your demographic and you try to reach into some of mine. You know? Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, it's just definitely something that's crazy. I think that Jake Paul and his brother are kind of like a part of that. So the answer, yeah, I think he is kind of somewhat of a Robin Hood. Yeah. In this instance, I don't know the kid's politics. I don't know how he moves around. I don't know how he shares his fame and wealth and for the betterment of his family and friends around him. I don't know none of that. He could be a fucking dick. But in this instance, for that young lady to think that she's gonna make $40,000 and end up walking away with $500K, yeah, that's life changing shit.
Yeah, it is.
It's life changing shit, fam. He basically gave her $460,000.
Yeah, because how much of that $40K is hers? Because she still got to pay her trainer.
She got to pay her whole team with that.
She got to pay her gym. She got to pay everybody who helped her around the house.
Well, in this environment, yeah, it's a little different. She probably would have just do something to her trainer and probably something to her gym, but I don't think she. Well, I don't know. You're right, because that's typically what they would do.
Yeah, you have to.
You know what I'm saying? That's typically what they would do. And if she got one of them contracts where the agent, you know what I'm saying, yo, you getting money? I'm getting some. Anytime you get money, we getting money type shit. Yeah, she could have walked away with $15K.
Yep.
For that 40.
Fighting her after all that fucking training.
Yeah.
And fighting her ass off in that octagon. 15,000. You a dick.
I agree with the kid, with the Paul kid, man. They need to get their shit up. In terms of like paying.
No,
like,
UFC definitely.
UFC is foul.
Needs to get their fucking money.
They need to definitely get the way they doing.
Because how much money they're making.
Yeah.
You're fucking ridiculous that your fighters don't get paid shit.
Yeah, that shit's nuts, bro. But shout out to him for that, man, for real. Shout out to him for that. And This is just a general question, man. I just wanted to shoot this out to you because I was thinking about this when I was driving over here. It was like, bro, you looking at the exit in Afghanistan. You looking at the New Orleans
Fucking flooding and not having power for
Hurricane Idol.
Yeah.
Then you're looking at like the fires in Tahoe
Tahoe
and in
all that
Cali,
shit, yeah.
right? Fam, what's your views on the state of the nation right now?
America sucks. America
Like-
is bad. America has issues. America has a lot of fucking work to do in many different places. Let's just start with COVID. We're the worst country with COVID. We're the worst.
I ain't even bring up COVID.
We're the worst country to handle. No, wait. I'm just going through everything. You said the state of the nation.
No, you're right. I'm saying what I was
Oh.
saying was like, damn, I ain't even bring up
Right.
COVID. I left COVID
Yeah,
off.
let's go through the state of the nation. Everybody looks at us like we're idiots because how we're handling the pandemic still to this day. Europe, like you said, banned us. Banned Americans from flying over there.
I'm so offended. Like, who the hell are y'all to ban us?
But who the hell are we to keep? Not we, because me and you obviously abide by law and rule. But who are we to keep just taking it in our own hands and doing what the fuck we want to do?
Yeah, but after what Europe did, nigga, coming over here
Oh, yeah.
unfucking invited, they got some nerve telling me I can't come to Europe, nigga.
Right.
Fuck y'all.
And then, okay, so then now you got Louisiana, the whole state of Louisiana is without power. Not just cities in Louisiana. The whole state is fucking out of power for a month. California can't keep enough water in their infrastructure system to keep their shit green enough to where we're not having fires every summer. On top of that, there's too many trees. And I get it, we don't want to cut down the whole forest, but when you have so much dead tree and so much dead pines and dead needles and dead all that shit, all that is tinder. That's all just fire tinder waiting to be lit on fire. And it's summertime. California has some of the most fucking campsites and all that shit where we have campfires and all that shit. And we have fires. Or you have bad power lines and shit that hasn't been fucking maintained in 50 fucking years that are malfunctioning and cause fires. That's what caused the Paradise Fire last year. And why Paradise, California is now nothing. And there's nothing left. That's why the other city that just got burned down in California is gone. So South Lake Tahoe could be gone. Just like there's fucking the universe has its own way of population control and how they kill us off, and when it's our time type shit. You need to let trees be cut down, and there can be more planted later, but there's too many dead ass trees out there.
You think that's a bad thing?
Yes. I think that's part of what causes a lot of this shit.
Cause what? The viruses?
No. I'm talking about fires. I'm in the fire
yeah.
part of it now.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm in the fires. Cause think about it. You go to Tahoe. What do you see in the summertime on the ground? Hella dry ass pine needles.
That's
That
fact.
ain't nothing but fire tinder, bro.
That's all it is. You right.
Ain't nothing but tinder, bro.
You right.
Anything hits that with a amber, straight up in flames, my nigga. And
That's a
California is nothing. And California needs more water, needs more rainfall, or it needs more water regulation because you motherfuckers can't even keep your stuff green enough to stop the fires.
There's a lot of green, like in
No,
Cali,
there is,
though.
but there's a lot of not green too. There's a lot of like you can't water
like,
this.
Well,
You
see, the
can't
thing
water
about
that.
Cali is California's not like New York, bro, or other places. Like it's a lot of undeveloped land in California.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like there's just
It's a lot
too
of
much
like non-township
Like I said,
there,
just too
like.
much undeveloped shit there for it to be as dry as it is. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you're right.
State of the nation's bad. We need to rebuild all infrastructure. We need to look into global warming. We need to find sustainable fucking renewable energy. We need to get away from fossil fuels. We need to figure out how to stop killing this fucking planet every day that we're here.
I think, and I'll be quick, man. Thank you for that, because I just really was wondering, like, you know what I mean? Like, man, I wonder what my guy think.
We're in a bad spot, bro. But the world's in a bad spot. Global warming's everywhere, dog.
I think that, yes, global warming is a real thing, man. I think that like that's one of the real issues, right? However, I think that
Look at okay, hold on, just real quick, just on the global warming thing. Look at what happened in Texas this year. They never
elaborate.
happened when the whole thing froze over when you had that fucking cold front that hit it.
Well, I don't know if you've seen it, but look at all the heat waves that's going on.
Yeah, the heat waves
You know
in
what I mean?
places that aren't even supposed to be hot like this right now.
Man.
You know what
It's
I'm
like
saying?
20 degrees up.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah,
Places
we're
that cap
degrees.
out at like 88 degrees for the
Right.
their high for the summer. It's about 102 out there, and
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. Plus the
Yeah.
humidity. See, when you talk about being in like the Midwest, the South, and on the East Coast, there's a certain level of humidity.
Right.
And when you're talking about those frigid, like or not frigid, but those temperatures scorching, rising up in heat, we don't often think about the humidity.
Nope.
Like right now in New Orleans, all they got is fucking handheld fans.
And they don't. Yeah, because there's no power.
They're in the middle of a heat wave,
Yep.
tropical storm,
Yep.
power outage,
Yep.
COVID.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Pray for New
I
Orleans,
keep
man.
forgetting about. We just with all the shit that you just named, we just leave COVID out of it.
Pray
like,
for New
like
Orleans,
it
bro.
Don't exist, like, cause they got dog.
Hey
Come
man,
on, man.
pray for New Orleans.
It's so bad that
Pray for Louisiana.
Period.
You know what I mean? And
They're
pray for
done.
every Mississippi, Mobile, Alabama. Shout out to where
man,
my
all the
peoples is
Gulf-
from,
all
man.
the Gulf states.
You know, that's where my peoples is from. And if you know the history, man, that's where all the Creek Indians were, which most African Americans are descendants of. It gets deep, man, but we love everybody, man, and we hope everybody's good.
Let's add to where the state of the nation is. We're having
Go ahead and finish wrapping up. I'm gonna give you mine. Go ahead.
We're having one of the most failed exits in Afghanistan.
Let's talk about
It's
that.
going horribly.
Let's talk about that because I disagree.
Not on our end. I'm not saying on our end it's going bad. It's just going bad. You know what I'm saying? They're decided to come bomb everything right now. It has nothing to do with Americans. They just are
and let me not sound let me
on.
not be a fucking idiot and sound completely insensitive.
All right.
It's not going perfectly.
No,
right?
I feel like we're doing
It's not
well,
going,
but I feel like it's just a
it is.
fucking mess,
I think
dude.
it is what it is.
It is.
I think that it's only arrogant people of the Western civilizations of the world that think you can go invade a nation
for 20 years.
blow up their infrastructure, right?
Mm-hmm. And then just slide out the back door like nothing happened.
Basically rob them of, you know,
their culture
of everything that is that could be lucrative over here with us. Everything that we can pillage from it. Mm-hmm. We spew to mothers and fathers that their children are heroes in war and that they're doing a noble thing and they're liberating people. But I think that every American should pay attention and understand the lesson in this is that George Bush wanted us to go over there. He said they were harboring a fugitive that a lot of people, you know, you would argue that it's been proven that he was in cahoots with.
Yep.
Right? 9/11 inside job, we don't need to go there. However, these lies told by a president 20 plus years ago, look at what it's cost us. And finally, the buck stops here. Any president that decided, yo, we're leaving,
was going to have to deal with
was going to be Joe Biden. You was going to have the other party saying that he's weak. And you look, the Republican, this is not a Democratic or a Republican platform. But you're a goddamn liar if you tell me to my face that the Republican Party makes you feel like they're compassionate about poor brown people.
Period.
Or about people. The only thing in my lifetime we've ever seen the Republican Party really go hard for is war and tax issues. All right? Like, so that being said, abortion, like, they don't have, this is not the party of compassion. This is not the party of let's do the right thing. If it was, you wouldn't have Republican men and women holding up the anti-lynching bill to protect black lives. A bill that we've been trying to get passed for hundreds of years. Either way it goes, I'm not going to get on that tangent either. But all I'm trying to say is name the Republican official that you believe when you see them on TV outraged that, oh, this is a travesty. So all these politicians give a fuck about what the remaining 100 and some odd Americans in Afghanistan, but they don't give a shit about all the Americans that they sell out every day when they outsource jobs, right? When they shut down the government prematurely or too late. Right, there's people dying every day in America from a disease that if they just got on the same chord and got on the same messaging, the information itself will save lives. I mean, a person that's not vaccinated is an intelligent person. A person that's vaccinated is an intelligent person. You can make sound argument for both decisions. Both decisions, no matter how you try to politicize it. You know what I'm saying? And so here it is that I just want people to pay attention to that shit. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I vote accordingly to how I feel is going to affect myself and my community. But I just want someone that hears this, man, to name the Democratic president.
The Republican, you mean?
No, the Democratic president that sent us to war, that started a war. Because they'll try to say, "Oh, Obama's war," right?
Or there was, but it was before the parties flipped.
Right. That's what I'm saying. In recent years, in my lifetime,
Yeah,
I haven't seen that. Not in my lifetime. It's just like, man, and that has to be said because a lot of times cats get lazy and they'll be like, "Oh man, all these motherfuckers is wrong." Yeah, man, but there's lessers of two evils sometimes.
Yeah, there's always a lesser of two evils.
And there's one party that's seeming to be a little bit more inclusive, right? So with that being said, it's just like, fam, I just want people to think about that. Like, I was graduating high school when this war started.
I was a freshman.
You know, I was leaving high school when this war started. And to think and to see, and people said I was crazy. Like, well, you think you know, you don't know nothing. But all I'm saying is it's not a smack in the face to any man and woman of service. Excuse me. But it was just like, what was it for? And if men and women in the military aren't allowed to use their expertise to protect men and women here, what good are they to Americans? Like, don't tell me and show me movies about how American soldiers are heroes and they go to foreign places and rescue them.
But they don't ever rescue their own people here.
All right, shit. Am I not your people? Because at the end of the day, I'm looking at like the history of black people in this country, and I'm like, no American soldier should have ever allowed that, based on what they're trained to do and taught.
Yeah, they were supposed to protect us, but
that's why when I say that the United States military has never done anything to help liberate black Americans, that's a fact. So I look at things a little skewed, and I come from a military family. I respect men and women that served. I do not put them on a pedestal. That would say. That's like saying that every like school teacher is a great teacher and cares about kids, or every cop is a great cop and is honest and cares about upholding the law and protecting the community. That's just not the case. You know what I mean? Quickly, man, I think in terms of, I see the State of the Union as this, man. I think that like America is, it's like fermenting. It's like some wine, you know, or some weed in a jar, man. It's fermenting. It's literally curing itself from the inside out. I'm not gonna get morbid and say, oh, the virus is gonna kill the people, the weak, right? And only the strong will survive. That's very insensitive and kind of idiotic to say. It's not backed by science. But this country will be different coming out of this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It has to be. It has to be. I think that the number one lesson in our State of the Union right now currently is that the lack of inclusion of all people like puts the human race at a detriment. Look at the people that's making decisions for all of us. Do we believe in them? Do we think they're competent? Do we trust their talent? nepotism. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of leaders that's leaders because their parents was leaders or their parents were wealthy. Something we got to get to the bottom of, bro. Something we got to get to the bottom of. You got anything to add to this before I wrap it up, man? Because
I absolutely have zero to add to this. Fucking beating a dead drum on that shit. And it's not to say that we don't need to keep talking about it, but it's just so fucking stupid that us and everybody else just has to keep talking about it, and it's just no difference being made. But that's why, like I said, this nigga says nor Democrat or Republican, because there's no difference being made. We're still having the same conversation with both fucking sides.
it's time for some new parties.
Right, bro. It's time for, like I said, the progressive part. The progressive in each party needs to be there. Like, even show me the progressive Republican.
That's the problem.
Show me the next thinker of Republicans. They still could have Republican views.
Jim Jordan.
But show me, okay, thank you. At least you give me something. Like, just give
No.
me.
But the nigga, he's about to be hit with federal charges.
Oh,
Like, look, dog.
yeah.
What's the other nigga? The congressman that's doing the pimping and shit. He was supposed to be the next face. Like, that's the
Cuomo?
thing. No,
New York?
no, not him.
Oh.
I think Cuomo's a Democrat. I think.
But
But
he is a Democrat. You're right.
Was it Ryan Gates?
Right, yeah, okay.
Matt Gates.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man, it's just new parties, bro. And like I said, it's a beating a dead horse. I'm not saying that to be like, stop bringing it on the show. It needs
I
to
know.
be talked about.
I know exactly.
But
what
it's
you're
so fucking stupid. Just keep
It's draining.
having to talk about it, bro. Like, I really just don't
It's
have
draining,
nothing to
bro.
add, because
I
I've
was
said
gonna
it.
Come in here and go.
You said it.
I
We
was
said
gonna
it a
come here
million
and talk about
times.
some Trump shit, but I was like, you know what?
How many times have we done that? But it's relevant. This
It's
nigga does
relevant.
relevant shit. Like,
Bro, 'cause I'm like, the media is crazy, fam. Like, mainstream media is crazy.
that's why, because, I used to get irritated with you bringing the same shit. I stopped getting irritated with you and just started getting irritated with the same pattern
Yeah,
in
like I
life,
was telling
bro.
you, like, nigga, this is the
just
news
what
cycle.
it is, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you
this
were
is the
right.
news cycle.
This is
Like,
what
we
it
can't-
is, bro. This is what we have to cover. This is what every day we're going through. It sucks that nothing gets changed, and that's where my frustration is. And you even pointed it out. But yeah,
Yeah, bro, I feel you.
I don't, at this point, I don't have a new outlook and opinion on it. I still got the same one. And I feel like we've covered it at least 12 times.
Right. And the thing is, some opinions ain't meant to change.
Right. And they
'Cause
never
right
will.
is right.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I'll
Fugazi
never
is
have
Fugazi.
I'll never
It's like-
have anything different to say than what you've heard me say at
Yeah,
least 10
man.
other times about this shit.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man. It's gonna be an interesting midterm election.
Yep.
Um,
I'm looking forward
shout
to
out
see
to
how
everybody
it
in
goes.
California. They got a big ass recall election. It's, in my opinion, it's very important that California keeps their governor.
Mm-hmm.
These college athletes wouldn't be getting paid if it wasn't for Governor Newsom.
Right.
And Governor Newsom is the first governor, first head of state in this country to put a study together about paying his constituents that are descendants of slaves reparations. If America wants this shit to go away, man, they just need to do right by it.
That's it. You can get it to go away by just giving it to us. Because what do we have to complain about when you give us what we're asking for? You take the complaint, nigga.
And I don't want to hear no fucking white person tell black people what they should get and how they should use it. Like, I'm tired of hearing white scholars say, oh, well, instead of giving them cash money, we should give them free education. Suck my dick.
Yeah, eat
nigga,
a dick with the
with
free,
your free education
shit. Because how many people are getting a fucking job
dick, nigga.
in the same field of
And we're
what
not
they're
doing
fucking
none of that.
studying
We
in?
want land and cash payment.
Land, fuck that. Keep your cash. Give me land.
No, both.
Give me my equality
No,
and
no,
what
no,
you're
no.
gonna give me
Not
for
both.
cash.
You know
I
why?
want land.
You know why both? Because America can't afford to pay the descendant of
all
slaves.
the land, yeah.
What they
Because
want.
we'll own
Because
everything.
when you go through the history, the descendant of slaves are also descendants of natives.
Mhm.
So this is our land first, and
We
that's the
want it
whole
all.
fugazi thing. Is like, well, really, all this shit is y'all's.
We want
So
it
let's
all.
just. So exactly, man. So you got a lot. Yeah, man. We'll talk about it. That's another podcast for another day.
So
We're gonna wrap this thing up. I am your boy Akeem Sincere.
I'm Doc on, and that's another
Episode of
motherfucking
the Always
Talking
Talking Shit
Shit
Show.
Kinda
And
fun.
yeah, man, this one was a little different, man, because we didn't have no roll up.
Yeah.
We didn't have no motherfucking cigar,
Uh,
joint paper, nothing. And we weren't going back to the store, man. So y'all peace, love, and fish grease.
all right, we out this bitch. bitch. Fuck y'all. And fuck how you feel, but not fuck y'all. We love y'all. We out.
Does that light up?
It's just